Hello, and welcome to Misguided and Divided. It's January 23rd, 2010. Avatar has been nominated for, and will definitely win, the Academy Award for Best Picture, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Loved it. Facebook now claims to have over 350 million users, but there's a lot of heat over privacy and whether or not it'll ever turn a profit. So we'll see.
A couple weeks ago in Haiti, 230,000 people lost their lives in a 7.0 magnitude earthquake.
Awful. On a lighter note, Apple is supposedly unveiling a new product. Bigger than a phone, smaller than a laptop.
And there's been a lot of talk about healthcare in America, which is our topic today. I want to ask Dale here a few questions about his experiences and beliefs. So Dale, you, like everyone, share some concerns about healthcare and healthcare coverage. What comes to mind?
Well, costs are going up. I mean, my employer covers me, but each year a little more comes out of my paycheck to keep the family insured. Then there's co-pays and deductibles.
Okay, so you have kids.
Couple boys, yeah. One's a senior in high school, the other one's older. He's still figuring it out.
So the oldest is over 18? Yeah. Okay, does he have health insurance coverage?
Not anymore. He dropped off my policy when he turned 18.
Would you keep him on the plan if you could?
Absolutely. Especially considering my experience when I was his age. I effed up my shoulder doing...
But you're all good now, I hope.
Yeah, well, mostly.
Meaning?
Well, I have a kidney disorder, and I almost died from it when I was 31. I lost my insurance in the 2000 tech bubble, had a hard time finding work, so I tried making ends meet through temp and contract jobs. Couldn't get insurance, though, even if I could afford it. And I ended up in the emergency room, hospitalized for nearly a week. Had to file bankruptcy.
Really? Jeez, that's so common these days. I mean, I guess insurance companies only want to cover healthy people.
Yeah, ironic.
So it's safe to say you believe insurance companies shouldn't be able to drop you or deny coverage when you have a pre-existing condition. So is your wife on your work plan?
She is now. When she was self-employed, selling real estate, she had her own policy until she got pregnant and the bastards dropped her.
No way. You've got to be kidding. Is that even legal?
Well, it happened. Luckily, the timing was good because we found out during the enrollment period for my work policy.
Shit, wow. So I take it you don't think insurance companies should be able to cancel a woman's policy for pregnancy?
It's pretty shitty.
What about charging more to women because they could get pregnant or tend to do more preventative screenings like mammograms, pap smears, and such?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't sound fair, but it's business. The amount I pay for car insurance is outrageous because they charge more for teens and young men. It's all about the odds, I guess, the odds of having to pay a claim.
Yeah, I see your point, but charging more just for the sake of gender sounds a bit shitty. What about lifetime caps? Should the insurance companies be able to just stop paying when the bills go over some predetermined amount?
No, that basically leaves anyone vulnerable. My policy through work has lifetime and annual caps.
So you don't think there should be life or annual caps?
As the saying goes, shit happens. I can't control what happens, and I certainly can't control what time of year it happens.
Agreed. Now, Dale, I don't want to get into the weeds of politics, Republicans, Democrats, all that. I just want to ask you how you feel about the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act we've been hearing about so much in the news.
The what?
You know, the...
Oh, Obamacare. That's a socialist takeover. You're going to take away my health care and replace it with some third-rate Canadian-style medical plan? Wait for months to get seen by who knows what barely English-speaking immigrant government replacement doctor who got some clown degree in some shithole Eastern Bloc country?
Okay, but
No. No. You know how much of this country's GDP is medical-related? It's like almost 20%. Replace that with government healthcare run like the damn DMV? Give me a fucking break. Oh, and then they want to raise my taxes to get it.
Look, I don't really think that...
And have you heard about the death panels they'll have? A bunch of bagel-eating bureaucrats sitting in a room deciding whether or not Grandpa's going to get treatment for his prostate cancer. Oh, sorry, sir. You're 83. It'll cost taxpayers too much, so why don't you go piss in a bag and die?
Take it down a bit. I think maybe you've been watching a little too much Fox News, listening to a little too much Rush Limbaugh, because the stuff I asked you about before the Obamacare question are the major points of the Affordable Care Act.
Look, I don't watch Fox.
Shut the fuck up. Of course you do, because all of your talking points come right out of right-wing media. I hear echoes of
Bill O'Reilly.
Look, you made a couple interesting comparisons to auto insurance, but first, the concept for affordable health insurance is an option, not a replacement for what you have. Second, yes, everyone is expected to pay into it unless they can't afford it, in which case it's free, which is better than having people who can't pay for preventative health care services just showing up in emergency rooms for anything. I mean, that's one of the reasons why your costs go up each year. And we need healthy young people who can afford to pay just a little bit into the system so that the program works for everyone. And I mean everyone that chooses the option because it's their only option or best option for them and their family. And if a young person like your son chooses not to buy the insurance, he doesn't have to. And if he pays a little extra in taxes for choosing not to be covered, it protects the rest of the taxpayers from another, episode where he gets hurt doing WrestleMania in the backyard. Insurance is about shared risk, so having young and healthy people paying into it makes it viable for everyone. You see, this is what happens. You take something people on both sides agree on, left and right, add special interest groups, corporations, and then have the media spread their misinformation to scare the shit out of them. Next thing you know, legislation that could have benefited the nation gets tainted and people react emotionally. Republicans will no doubt find ways to gut the program, if not outright appeal it down the road, and then turn around and say, see, government health care doesn't work, while offering up zero solutions for rising costs and the millions who have no health care coverage whatsoever. Take us out.
Don't forget to like, comment, and share.
Let's stop this madness before it's too late.